And now we have a business and financial analyst, Mr. Tola Akinmutimi, who joins us to discuss on the recent tariff hike on telecommunication Nigeria. Thank you so much for being a part of the news at this time.
Thank you so much.
All right, so moving straight to the discussion for today, what are your thoughts on NCC approving 50% tariff hike for network operators?
I think if you look critically to all the issues in the macro economy, there is some element of justification for the Commission to really get us to that level. From what we understood, the mobile network operators were actually agitating for over 100% tariff increase or more. And over the last few weeks, few months, the NCC, the minister, and every other stakeholder had actually discussed as to the desirability or otherwise of this humongous tariff increase or request by the telcos. So for NCC to have come through some negotiations to that 50% cap, I think is reasonable, because we need to appreciate the fact that all businesses work within the context of developments within the micro and macroeconomic space. And like NCC has said, the tariff had not been adjusted for over 10 years. The last adjustment was about 2013. Now we are talking of inflation at about 34.80%. We are talking about forex market volatility where 2013 possibly the naira was exchanging at about 200, 300 naira per dollar. We are talking of about 1,560 or thereabout today for the dollar for the naira to a dollar. So when we're actually looking at all the issues within the context of the micro and macro economy, we should be able to appreciate that NCC has really done reasonably well by getting us to this level.
All right, so from your analysis, do you think this decision would impact Nigerians negatively?
You said?
All right, I said from your analysis, do you think that this decision will impact Nigerians negatively?
In the immediate term, Nigerians may naturally complain so much. But I think the palliative to that effect will be for us to minimize our excessive, expenses on calls and data usage, to the extent that if the telcos are properly consolidated, they can actually build their infrastructure, strengthen their systems, and help in the realization of the $1 trillion economy the federal government or Nigerians are targeting by the year 2030. It is like a surgical operation. Every patient will naturally feel pain when the process is going on. But ultimately, the end result will naturally give the patient cause for laughter, relief, and so many other things. So I feel very strongly that the NCC, the federal government, the telecoms, should be given some element of the doubt, to the extent that all of them will work together and actually get it to where they needed to be. In terms of quality of service, they need, like you have mentioned, a lot of investment in fiber optic infrastructure and other critical infrastructure. We are talking of very poor calls. I think the time for us to really make a strong case for it is now. When the tariff is adjusted, subscribers can actually look up to better services, improve contributions of the telecom sector to the economy. You know that as we talked about last year or 2023, the contributions of the ICT to the GDP was hovering around over 20 something, about 24% of the GDP or 18%. So I strongly feel that if they are given the opportunity to really work on their structures, systems, the contributions of the sector will be far, far better, and that will be to the advantage and benefits of millions of Nigerians in the long run.
All right, thank you so much for being a part of the news. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, dear.
Yes, and that was Mr. Tola Akinmutimi, who is a business and a financial